So I would love to welcome everyone to this week's CCL training program that provides CCL supporters with access to in-depth training opportunities on topics related to climate change and effective climate advocacy. I'm your host, Brett Cease, and tonight's topic is Exploring Energy Efficiency and Electrification Coursework Online. Join us tonight for a webinar designed to introduce you as a participant to a wide array of resources aimed at enhancing your existing skills and exploring new opportunities in energy efficiency and electrification. We're going to discover resources and career maps to help you access a variety of helpful and informative places where you can explore online courses, webinars, and certifications through the amazing platform of San Diego Learn, and even plan for your potential future work options. So with that, though, let me introduce our wonderful speaker tonight, Amanda Hatherley. Amanda has worked in the energy efficiency field for 20 years as an energy auditor, trainer, and training program manager. Amanda has collaborated with organizations across the country on certifications, standards development, and workforce education in the energy efficiency and electrification space. She is the current board chair of the Building Performance Institute and on the boards of Energy Out West and IREC, as well as the senior manager of WE&T Richard Heath and Associates. We are so grateful for you lending your expertise and time here tonight, Amanda, and we're really looking forward to jumping in just a moment. If we've done our job well, everyone here listening in either later or attending live is going to walk away with the following 3 learning goals. So we really hope to, again, introduce a wide array of the resources available to enhance your skills and provide opportunities with energy efficiency and electrification. We're looking forward to discovering career maps to help you access a variety of helpful and informative resources. And we hope to really be able to chance to interact live with somebody familiar with these courses to help answer any questions that you might have about where to get started and how to interact with what we'll be debuting with this platform.
Okay. So I work at Richard Heath and Associates, and we're an organization in California that's been around for more than 40 years, working with energy efficiency programs across the state as a program implementer and training provider for all types of different organizations. I'm the senior manager of workforce education and training. And earlier this year, we received a contract to offer free energy efficiency and electrification training. So all of you are eligible to take any of the courses that I'm going to show you. First, I'm going to do a little preview of our website as soon as I've minimized this speaker screen. Okay. So this is where, if you go to the homepage, which is sandiegolearn.com, and I think Brett's going to send you that all out tomorrow. The homepage is basically just, just some basic information about the program as I just mentioned it to you. But under the home tab here, you'll see something you can click on which shows courses. And this shows a list of all the different topics that we offer. All of these are on the website also, on our learning management system also. But you can see we have lots and lots of different topics here. Sustainability, programs for real estate professionals, plumbers, HVAC technicians, lighting, building design. We also here have a calendar because we offer live webinars and we offer courses on our learning management system. So if you'd like to register for any of the live webinars, you can see, for example, in August, we had quite a few webinars. Unfortunately, we're done for August now. We do have some coming up in September that I'll show you shortly. But when you look at the calendar, if you were to click on one of them, this was one that we had today, yesterday, it talks about ventless washer-dryer combos, and you would just click on the register here, and you can go register for it. And this is all, as I had mentioned earlier, completely free. So this is how you can access the webinars. There's another way you can access them also, and I'll show you that a bit later. The About Us tab just talks about the program, the fact that we've been funded by the CPUC, Richard Heath and Associates, and what we do. So you don't really need to click on that. But this will be of interest to you. This, first of all, shows us free certification. So this tab here shows a lot of different industry certifications. Unfortunately, this is the only thing that is limited to San Diego participants. So if you're in a San Diego zip code that qualifies for these, you can fill out the form. you can take a lot of usually typically expensive industry certifications. So if you're in San Diego or you know people in San Diego area, these are all industry certifications, and we do have the trainings for quite a few of these that you could sign up for and take. Under resources, we also have, this is what Brett was mentioning earlier. Oh, I hate when this happens. Okay, career maps. And these are wonderful if you know people or if you yourself are looking to get into the careers of either green buildings or it's called climate control technology. That means heating, ventilation, air conditioning, that type of thing, or solar career map. So let's take a look at one of them. If you click on the green building career map, for example, this opens up and you can look at this and think like, where would I like to look at? I'd like to look at engineering and other professional services, maybe, or maybe I want to start in residential construction. So if you click on this, it starts off as a building and performance installer. Let's try again. Okay. And it shows you where that career can take you. It can take you into, for example, a mid-level architecture and engineering professional. It might take you up into the mid-level building performance field. It might also take you into building operations management. And you can click on the job detail for that. It's going to happen all night. Let's try doing this again. Okay. And it'll take you to a page where it talks about the salary range, training requirements. It'll tell you what type of certificates or certifications might be applicable, work experience, skills requirement. This is a wonderful resource to show people. And as I mentioned, you can, if you look at this on a website, there's an HVAC one and a solar one. These are really helpful for people who are looking to either get started in the industry or they're in one of these industries and they want to see where they could go with it. We also have a way to explore an energy efficient home. This was made for customers, more like homeowners to look at or tenants, and it's an interactive house. If any of you have tried to buy a house recently, you'll notice that this is the same type of a format that realtors use to sell houses, but we went into a house and turned it into an interactive house where you can travel like into some of the rooms in the house. You can look at, the electrical panel. You can find out about circuit breakers. You can view more information on it. It will take you to research and you can find out if you qualify for a tax credit. This is a really helpful tool to either use or to show people if they're interested in learning about energy efficiency in their home. It goes through all of the rooms in the house and it takes you on a tour, the kitchen, looking at induction cooking, for example, and the heating systems in your house. And it's very helpful. Underneath it on that same page, you'll see that we have information about incentive programs that might help you and other things that take into consideration if you want to electrify your life. So those are also both resources. Then we have the various partners we've worked with. And because I know you are all interested in climate change, you might recognize some of these industry partners that we're working with. Tech Clean California, New Buildings Institute, Building Performance Institute, Electrify Now. Some of you may have done their fabulous webinars that we partner with them on. Rewiring America, many of you may have heard of them. And so all of these are either helping us with curriculum or outreach, or Rewiring America has been sharing some of their content with us. Here are our training partners. I'll show you these later on also, but we have some great training partners. Some are specific to California and some are more national. Lastly, we have some workforce partners that these ones are specific up to, to California. Let me go. Sorry, San Diego. And if you are in the industry, or you are a trainer, or you are a community member of an organization in San Diego specifically for that last one, we'd love you to reach out to us and get in touch because we would love to work with you. I'm going to go back home. Let me close this out. And how do you get to find out about all the free courses? For the webinars, as I mentioned, you can find that here on this tab. But for all of the free courses that we have online, you do have to click here, and then you need to create you have to go down here where it says register, and you'd have to create an account. And it's basically your name, your email, a zip code, and then we ask you like whether you're working in a profession, or if you're a homeowner, or if you're a tenant, and that's it. And all the information is kept confidential. You sign in. I'm an admin, so it looks a little different. And this is what our homepage looks like. From here, if you're taking any courses, and obviously because I've been working in the site, there's a lot that I've been reviewing and monitoring, so it looks like I've been doing a lot of work. This is where you see the in-progress courses that you might be taking, and this shows you what you've completed. But if you want to explore courses, you can look down on these tabs on the left. So the first one, as I mentioned, this is an easy way to also look at the webinars. And now you can see we've got the ones coming up in September. We have one about induction cooking, and that is from Electrify Now. This one is about decarbonizing healthcare facilities, a little wonky. This one is also about recovering solar thermal energy, and this is one for architects and designers. And we are usually updating these, adding more regularly throughout the month. And if you know people who offer webinars or who might like to offer us a webinar that we can then push out to people, we'd love to hear from you. And go back to the homepage. Here we have now all of our on-demand training. And you'll probably recognize, these are the same groups that we had earlier. But up here, we've now got the homeowner and tenants courses. So I'll click there because I know that might be where many of you are interested. We have quite a few different classes. When we've been doing webinars, we tend to put them in here as courses. So this one is a Go Electric course from Electrify Now. This induction cooking one is one that was created by us. And we have an indoor air quality and energy efficient homes. Let's look at a few of the others. Do-it-yourself air sealing strategies, particulate matter, air source heat pumps, and we're adding to these also throughout each month. We partner with Home Energy Academy. I don't know if any of you know that group. So then we have a lot of their courses in here also. So this is all content that's absolutely free. You can start it and stop it. And what we've been trying to do is many of them, like for example, this one and this one, they're 20 minutes long, or this one's 30 minutes long. And even when you take them, we try to chunk them up into lots of small little pieces so that you're not wading through like a 3-hour class. See if there's one here, for example. If you were to click on this one, you see a course description, and then it shows you walking through the course there, but you'd enroll in the course. And then at this stage, you can start learning. And as you can see, we have lots of little videos. These are usually 10 to 15 minutes max, usually but no more than 10 minutes. And these are just to break up in like what was a webinar into lots of small parts so that you could do it in little chunks and don't have to think, oh, I'm now sitting down for a whole hour. You can download slides. We have fact sheets that you can download that are also provided by, I'll show you what that means. Oh, yeah. So this is like a fact sheet that you can download and take away with you about heat pumps with all the different types. Let me go back here. And at the end, if you would like one, you can download a certificate. So this is how our the learning management system for the online courses works. But I will also show you here, for example, if there are people in the industry working already who might be interested in, for example, let's see, HVAC and hot water systems, same thing, but now it's all like industry specific about technical, way more technical information. And these are broken up into residential courses and, non-residential. And a lot of these, some of these are certification courses that people can take, and it's all free to get themselves either into the industry or to upskill. I go back. We also have some of the other courses we have. I think they're under sustainability. We have some really interesting biomimicry content. I don't know if you've talked about biomimicry or understand what biomimicry is. It's basically using nature to design the human world, and it's very interesting. And so several of these courses are all from a biomimicry expert. So let's go back to the homepage again. You also, if you're interested, we have some of these courses are in Spanish as well as English. So you can see we have translated some of them, like the electric grills class into Spanish. We have the induction cooking one in Spanish. We have some of the technical ones, like solar site evaluation. This is in Spanish. You have to actually turn it into Spanish with a click on the button. But these are all many different Spanish ones. And then lastly, I will show you if there's specific training people that you're interested in. If you click here, you can find out who our training partners are. For example, Interplay Learning, they do a lot of training for technicians like electricians and plumbers and HVAC people. And they do a lot of simulations and animations. And if you were to click here, you would see all the courses we have in our catalog that come from them. And these usually, you have to pay quite a bit of money to take those courses, but they're all free. You can see Electrify Now, the courses from Electrify Now, New Buildings Institute. This is the biomimicry one I was talking about. Energy Circle, they do a lot of work with contractors, helping them like how to talk to homeowners about energy savings. And then some of you might know Mark Jewell. He has a company called Selling Energy, and he's basically helps anyone learn how to communicate about the energy proposition, why it's important to save energy. So it's not just for energy professionals. There's a lot of content in there about how to help with branding, how to talk on a Zoom call, for example, just for people to upskill themselves on energy and how to use the right terminology. As I mentioned, Home Energy Academy has a lot of content in here for homeowners, taking you right from like the basics of insulation all the way through solar storage. DNR Learn has a lot of commercial courses. Console does training for energy raters and people in the energy industry who are going in and like doing the building, doing the design for buildings. Building operator certificate is more for people who are managing big, large buildings. And Earth Advantage, we are still in the process of getting their courses loaded in, but they do a lot of work with new construction. So those are all of the different partners that we have, and we're adding in new content, as I said, every month. And our program's going for at least 3.5 years. And every month, every year, every week, month, year, we're adding more and more content in, more and more webinars. So this is a growing database. We started in middle of May. So, this is the content we've got up in 3.5 months.
And first and foremost, Amanda, just a huge, huge thank you for the wonderful overview and to the whole team that's put together this amazing compendium of free coursework for all of our benefit. Close by saying thank you again so much. Both we have the wonderful website again where you can find out more at sandiegololearn.com, as well as this short link to the Electrify Now Coalition webinars. You're also welcome to put any questions in our forums, and we can speak and direct you directly back to Amanda and Jasmeet with any other things that we didn't get to here tonight live. But please join me again. I'll unmute all lines and just saying thank you again so much, Amanda and Jasmeet, for all the hard work that you've put in. We are so grateful and honored for the chance to get to know more of it tonight. And we hope that you have a lot of success in continuing to build out awareness for these programs.
Thank you so much, Brett. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Citizens Climate Lobby's training program. You can tune into more episodes anywhere podcasts are available. Inspired by what you heard today? Join Citizens Climate Lobby to advocate for bipartisan climate solutions. Go to community.citizensclimate.org to find more trainings, resources, your local chapter, national action teams, discussion forums, and more. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and Instagram @CitizensClimate. We also invite all of our listeners to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiration. Like what you hear? Recommend us to your friends and make sure to give us a 5-star rating. It helps us show up on other listeners' feeds. Feel free to pass on any suggestions for future episodes in the comments as well. And together, we are creating the political will for a livable world.